Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
Another trying time here in people's lives is when people are waiting for their tax return money. And this stuff is crazy. You can see here the IRS is buried in paper backlog, creating a tax season anxiety so high that even tax pros want relief. Here's another headline. Nearly 24 Americans are still waiting for the IRS to process their 2020 tax returns, according to a new report. 24 million Americans waiting for their 2020 tax returns. So what happens here? 24 million Americans. That's almost 10% of the entire population of the country. That's a lot of people. 24 million Americans waiting on their 2020 tax returns. That's unbelievable, right? Yeah, here's what happens, right? If you do your tax returns, I've seen some comments from some people here already have done their 2021 tax returns and got their refund. If that happened to you, congratulations. You are amazing. But what happens is if you do your tax returns, if you did it already, if you did your 2021 tax returns and got your refund, congratulations. But if you make one error on your return, then you get moved from the congratulations pile, you're getting your refund, to the we have to manually review your tax return pile because something's wrong with it. There's an error pile. Then you're put in there with that pile of potentially 24 million Americans pile. That pile has a long wait. When you get put in a pile with 24 million Americans waiting that have to be manually processed, and someone has to manually look at it and say, oh, yeah, that's what you did wrong. They're on line 437. You put that decimal point in the wrong spot, or you put one number wrong, or something went wrong. Let us correct that for you, or let us send you a letter and ask you about it. Something like that. And then they have to go back and forth with you. I mean, if you've ever had this happen, you know, right? Yeah, that's the problem here. Is so cross your T's, dot your I's, and not the reverse. So let me know if you're waiting. I've seen the comments from some of you guys. I know what it's like. If you're waiting on anything from the IRS, it sucks, for lack of a better term. And if you have to call the IRS, same thing. I've seen the horror stories. I've been on the phone with them as well. Sometimes you'll call, sometimes you get through with them. It really just depends. Sometimes you wait on the phone with, or you wait on hold, you know, their automated system. You wait in the queue for an hour with them. I know. Sometimes you wait in the queue for an hour, and then the automated system hangs up on you. You're like, no, I ain't got time for this, bro. Yeah, and then that automated system, they don't care. It's like, who are you gonna yell at? You're gonna yell at the computer? And you don't want to yell at that poor soul that actually, you know, picks up the phone once you actually talk to somebody. It's not their fault. You know, and then you don't actually want to like yell at the person that actually does pick up the phone to help you, right? You know, because then, yeah, you know, you get the frustration. I'm frustrated just thinking about it. Yeah, so yeah, that's the problem. And the IRS is they're bound. They can't really hire more people. They only have so much funding. They can't just go and hire tens of thousands of more people. They want to hire 80,000 more people in the Build Back Better package, but that package hasn't passed yet. So they can't just go and hire more people. They have to get funding for it. And you've seen that other headline here that they've been trying to hire some more people, but they have to do it within their budget restraints, and they're trying to hire people at $12 an hour. Yeah. Who's going to go work at the IRS and do complicated tax returns for $12 an hour when McDonald's is hiring for more money? So the type of people they're looking for qualifications, like CPAs or people with, tax qualifications, are not going to go work for $12 an hour. So it's just like, who's going to work there, right? It's just, I get it, right? You know what I'm saying here. So there's, government problems 101, right? And meanwhile, that just sets up just another government problem. There's millions of people waiting for money from the government. You're waiting on a tax refund. The average tax refund for 2022, from 2021, tax refund 2021, for your tax refund 2022 here, I think it's like $2,800. So you're waiting on a $2,000 tax refund, a $1,000 tax refund, whatever you're waiting for, right? And it just gets delayed forever. Yet just another problem that puts people in the hole, right? They're waiting on this money, and then you exacerbate that with the inflation problems, the stimulus money that's just sitting there and, needs to be sent out to people in need right now. The child tax credits, that 60 million children are no longer getting those monthly payments because Congress can't figure out how to send it out, who to vote for, how to get these votes. Here's what Senator Cory Booker had to say about this. Check this out.
In a recent conversation with the President's Chief of Staff, he made it clear that but for this group, as Congresswoman Rosa Dolores says, this group of this conspiracy of legislative heroism, this policy would not have gotten into the American Rescue Plan. I think that one of the big issues that's lying before us, the obvious elephant in the room, is the cost of the child tax credit. And to me, it's the worst of Washington math that we somehow are looking at the cost of this plan and not looking at the benefits. Not only the clear net benefit, every dollar you spend in getting a child above the poverty line brings back 7, but really the cost of not renewing this and not making it a permanent plan doesn't face the clear moral reality is what is then the cost of hunger for millions of American children. What is the cost of poverty for millions of American children? We now know, because of this 1 year of doing it, that literally the brain development of children and families receiving this, that brain of that child in this most fragile period flourishes. What's the cost to our country of not investing in the well-being of our children and removing the stress and strain from families? That cost is incalculable. And we are now, therefore, not just at an economic moment that is crystal clear, but we're also at a moral moment in our country. To me, this is a balance sheet decision. Invest in your children. It is the one investment we have always said, both sides of the aisle, all across America, that we believe that our children can bring about a better day. Well, it necessitates investing in them and their future. And this is, of all the things going on in Washington, proven the best investment we can make in the future of our country and the children who will determine it.
Yeah, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously that those payments for the children, the child tax credits, have stopped. January payments didn't go out. February payment's not going to go out. It would go out here in 3 more days, February 15th. And that's not going to happen because they haven't passed it yet. And they're trying to figure out how to pass it. But I'll tell you, they also need to do something like this as well. There is the earned income tax credit. I just did a recent video here about how people on low income, or that make low income, can get between $1,500 to $6,700 And I'll link you to that video, and you can watch that to see how you can get that money. But they also need to kind of expand the adult tax credit or the earned income tax credit to, in my opinion, to similar to how they did the child tax credit. Of course, they're trying to figure out how to pass the child tax credit again. Remember, the child tax credit brought like millions and millions of children out of child poverty, okay? And they have to figure out how to, as he said, do it permanently. But I also think they need to do it for a lot more than just children. They need to do it for seniors on fixed income. They need to do it for disabled. They need to do it for a lot of low-income people. There's a lot of people in need right now. There's millions and millions of people that are struggling, people that live on fixed income, that live on $800 a month, people that are disabled, people that, people that work their whole lives and now get Social Security and live on, just a few $100s a month. Think about seniors that work their whole lives and can't even afford rent. I mean, we talk about the Social Security raises that hopefully will go through this year. Remember, there's several different bill proposals to raise Social Security benefits, like the Social Security 2100 Act, that is led by Democratic Representative John Larson. And this continues to gain traction and more people co-sponsoring it. This bill, if they can get it passed, or when they get it passed, hopefully they get it passed here as soon as possible, this bill would raise all Social Security beneficiaries up to $1,341 per month, okay? So that's 125% of the federal poverty line, okay? So imagine if they raised anybody that's below that up to $1,341 per month. That would be a huge raise for millions of Americans. In some people's cases, like $500 a month. And think about all the millions of Americans that, people that are on low income, people that are on disability, people that are on fixed income, that just struggle every single month just to put food on the table. And this bill would give them just a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of dignity. And there are bills like this in Congress that just need a few more people to sign on to be able to pass it. And this could become a reality, just like the child tax credits became a reality and sent out billions and billions of dollars. Now, even if they can't get the child tax credits passed with the Democrats, they can probably still get the child tax credits passed with Republicans this year. Even if they can't get that done, the child tax credits will still revert back down to $2,000 a year per children. Now, that's still not $3,000 to $3,600, but it's still $2,000 a year per child, okay? It's still significantly less, but $2,000 a year better than $0 a year, right? It doesn't have the monthly payment option. It'll be a claim on your tax return option, okay? Also remember that for 2021, you have to file a tax return to get the second half of your money on the $1,500 to $1,800. Because remember, it's $3,000 to $3,600 for 2021. You got to file a tax return to get the other half of your money. Because remember, those monthly payments started in July. So the first half of the year, the January through June payments, you have to file a 2021 tax return to get that money. So if you're not normally a tax return filer, you need to file a 2021 tax return this year to get that money, okay? If you don't normally file a tax return, maybe go to H&R Block, or if you have somebody in your family who knows how to do it, maybe ask them for help, or something along those lines. But you do need to file a 2021 tax return this year at least to get that money, to claim that money. It's $1,500 per child for any children ages 6 through 17, and it's $1,800 for children under the age under 6, basically 5 and under. Also, there is another child tax credit for children 18 and above, I think it's 18 through 23 or 24. I don't remember the exact age it goes up to off the top of my head. You can look it up, you can Google it. If your child is in college and a full-time student and lives at home, you can get a $500 child tax credit payment you can claim on your tax return. It's a one-time credit unless they extend the child tax credits, okay? So just remember that as well. Also, remember that if anything I ever happen to mention on this channel about taxes pertains to you, but you didn't claim it, like for example, stimulus check number 3, if you didn't get stimulus check number 3, you can claim it on your 2021 taxes on line 30. You put the amount owed to you. Or if any of your dependents didn't get their stimulus check, you can put it on line 30. Or if you didn't get stimulus check 1 or 2, underneath former President Donald Trump, that's for year 2020 taxes that you filed in 2021, okay? But if any of these things I'm telling you about your taxes, but you're like, oh, I already filed my taxes, Jimmy. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna miss out on this money? No, that's not the case. You can always file an amended tax return. You can always file an amendment to your tax return and claim that money. So don't think that you're going to miss out on $1,000 or $2,000 or $500 or whatever it is. You can just file an amended tax return and claim that money. So don't think you're going to miss out on $1,000 or whatever the amount is. Go get that money, bro or sis. Yeah, go get that money. Don't miss out on that money. File an amended tax return. It's just basically filing another tax return, another piece of paper. And you're basically saying, hey, IRS, I'm filing an amendment because you owe me money. Now, it might take a while. Amendments are going to basically filing a change of a tax return and saying, hey, IRS, you owe me money. It's okay. It's okay. It's better than not getting the money, right? At least I helped you out and told you, about something that you probably didn't even know about, because you probably wouldn't be saying, oh, I need to file an amendment if you didn't know about it. But at least you know about it now, or if something jogged your memory or something like that.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified that whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.